friends, it's Kelly with Rowena May Inspired, and today we're going to do a craft using this 8x10 canvas board and this really pretty winter scrapbook paper. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some Mod Podge and go ahead and put a generous coat of that on the entire canvas. You got to put quite a bit of Mod Podge on the canvas because it kind of soaks it up a little bit. So just make sure you get a good coat on there. And this scrapbook paper is more like a cardstock, so you need a little bit extra to get it to stick on there. Once we got that on there, I did go ahead and sand off any excess, and then I'm going to actually put it in this really cool red barn wood frame that I got from an estate sale. I'm just going to take some hot glue and put that right in there. It fits perfectly in that spot, and there is the base for our craft. Now I'm super excited to bring this craft to you today because this is actually another piece of my cutter quilt that I decided to make a Santa face out of. So we're going to use some Anita's all-purpose paint in the color wine, and we're going to make the top of his hat. And there are a few pieces. He's got a mustache. He's got the ball and the brim of his hat are like give it some dimension, like a 3D effect. I'm using Waverly Ivory to paint his mustache. And we're just going to dry it up. This isn't full coverage. These are his little eyebrows. Santa needs eyebrows, you know. So we're doing the same thing, same color paint. And then I'm just using the hat. I keep putting that on there just to gauge where I need to paint everything. So once I place that, then I'm going to determine where I need to paint his beard. So I'm just going to go in again using the Waverly Ivory and just finish painting the his beard. Now I'm going to use some Deco Art paint in the color Warm Beige for his face, and then I also have a half bead for his nose. And I'll just go ahead and dry that up as well. So for the brim of his hat and the ball, I am using some Chalk-Teak Dark Paste Wax. I'm just going to kind of brush over just to, I didn't want it white. I like my crafts grungy, so I decided just to grunge this up, and we're going to attach that right there. So now we're going to go back to the board and start assembling our Santa Claus. Now, Santa is a little, I mean, he's just fitting in this frame, but I love this frame and I thought it was perfect for this craft. So we're going to squeeze him in there. I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue, put a generous coat of hot glue on the back and get it all placed in there. And then I'm going to start putting all the pieces. So we'll assemble the hat, or the brim and the ball of the hat. It's going to kind of go up on the side. I'm going to go ahead and just glue right in the center of the mustache so it kind of lifts up a little bit. I just glued it right in the center. Then I'm going to glue the, I have 2 buttons for the eyes, and then I'm going to put the eyebrows down, and then we'll go ahead and place the button eyes. These are perfect because these are like round buttons. Perfect for Santa's eyes. And then we'll just go ahead and glue the half bead for the nose on. So I just took some pieces of some ribbon I had and a rusty bell, and I'm just going to tie that bell right in the center of the ribbon, and we're just going to put that right on the ball of the hat just to give it a little something more there. Just going to hot glue that down there. It's looking so cute. Now, I didn't show myself making this. I got kind of wrapped up in football today, so there's I did stamp ho 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 on this like muslin material, and then I also made this little garland with the snowflake wooden buttons. I think this Santa turned out so stinking cute, and if you're interested in ordering a Santa pattern for yourself, just go ahead and give me a private message and I can give you the details. Thank you, friends, for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.